Pope Young was kind of new and everything going then, and I was just getting involved and started with Pope and Young Club. And Art asked me to be on his program that night and make a little talk about Pope and Young, which we did. And then after it was over, we were both staying in the same motel there. We went in his room, we were visiting and talking, and we talked all night long. It was daylight when we suddenly realized that we'd been visiting all night, see. That's how I got acquainted with Art Laha. But over the years when I was a bear rep, I started a lot of bowhunting education when there wasn't any, and having bowhunting seminars or clinics. And I'd have them for one night deal or afternoon deals and Sunday or Saturday nights. And I got a line up with Art where he would sell us his trailing tips booklets or get my dealers to buy them, you know, at a real cost deal. And everybody that came to the seminars or my clinics would get free copies of the little booklet of trailing tips by Art Laha. It's a 4-color little deal. And I have one. I don't know where the thousands we gave away, but I have one copy left in my safe. That's a real keepsake. But this is just a little bit about Art. Art had a polar bear hunt with Denny Thompson. Bear ran right over him after he got the arrow in him, and that's a story in Outdoor Life in Denny Thompson's book. We could go on for hours and hours and hours on some of this stuff, but I just recently got a biographical book on Art Laha. I think he died in '96. And
you're supposed to bring that to me.
I was supposed to bring it to Turpin. I left it laying in the middle of the table, and along with my sunglasses, and Carol wouldn't let me go back and get my glasses because we had to get going and get the dog to the vet. Anyhow,
I want to talk about Art just a little bit too. When he went on that polar bear hunt, he darn near got ate up. It was really exciting, I guess. But I can't remember why, but I wrote him a letter. He was a hell of a guy. And I was impressed with Art Laha, and I wrote him a letter up there. And he wrote me back and referred to the polar bear hunt as being pretty exciting because it knocked the cameraman over and run over them, and it was a hell of a deal. And so he said, next time I see you, I'll tell you about it. Well, of course, I never did ever get to see him again. But I'll never forget when the first time when I came up, you called me. The guys were going to be there. I said, okay, so I go up to hunt with them. Well, here's Art Laha. And of course, that's the first time that'd been in the 60s. First time I ever met him, you know, I didn't know.
63.
Somewhere in there, yeah, because I had been down.
He hunted with me twice with the Coolies, and Marge Engel and his wife Ruth were there, and Dick and Rick Cooley, and Bob Munger and Rick Munger.
Yeah.
I got a picture. I got a picture of us having stopped mid-morning for a coffee break. Whenever Turpin was there, I had to make 2 dozen extra sandwiches because he'd eat a dozen of them by 10 o'clock in the morning.
But Art Laha, when he showed up, he had on buckskins.
They always wear buckskin to hunt.
I mean, he had on buckskins, like
buckskin to hunt.
you know, you tan a deer, rub it all out, and put the fringe on it and everything, and have that tan color. And I looked at him, and he's a kind of a big, bolstered guy, you know. And I thought, what in the hell? The rest of us, we got a little camouflage, you know. Of course, back then we didn't have that much.
He was a prize fighter too.
Yeah, he was a burly guy.
He won 100 and some bouts professionally with knockouts in the welterweight division.
Yeah, he was a burly guy.
I mean, he could hit.
But anyway, he had on those damn buckskins, and I thought, what in the hell is he thinking, you know? But when we got out into the timber, there was nobody in that group as quiet as Art Laha. Those old boughs off those cedars that rub on that buckskin, there was not a sound. We'd go along with that nylon jacket and go zip, zip, you know how it does. But old Art, he just slipped down through there, not making a noise. And I learned right away to think, you know what, this guy, my God, he may look goofy or hell, but he knows what he's doing.
His first deer in Nebraska, he came to hunt. I set him up right south of Longpine, about 3 miles. The old place was Cecil Mills at that time. My brother owns it now, or my brother's family. Anyway, he took off with his bow, still hunting down the creek and he hunted in his buckskins, and he was out there about 3.5 hours, and he killed a mule doe with his bow, just that easy. That was his first hunt in Nebraska. When he came back again with Dick Sanger and the guys were hunting with him, and they made he had an uncanny way of figuring out where to stand and where the deer was gonna go. I mean, and he had this big mule buck come up the draw and right by him, and within about 6 or 7 yards. I wasn't there, so I had the other guys, and Sanger had him. And he said that deer went by 6 yards, and Art fired an arrow, and the arrow come out of his bow kind of sideways and hit the deer this way and flipped over his shoulder, see? Because it was spine too weak. I think sometimes he just picked up a lot of different arrows that were left behind by the people that hunted with him in Winchester, women and everybody, and he'd shoot them, you know, and hunt with them. And that one cost him a nice mule buck that time. But Art was a story in itself. Now I am writing up a write about him, and he has never been properly honored in the National Archery Hall of Fame. He's in Doug Walker's Bowhunting Hall, but Art Laha is long overdue to be in the National Archery Hall of Fame, and I'm making a nomination now. I've gotten in contact with his daughter, and I've gotten his biographical book, so I have a little more facts besides just my own memories to go by.
We're done. We're 4 o'clock, we're starting to lose the crowd. I dealt with people all my life, and you see them start to get up and fade, you know you've been on long
Time's
enough.
kind of running short here. I've got a couple other things I got to talk about, but the Turpin, I've been storing a little stuff here from the conversation, you know.
Did I tell you about the time he put the cow shit in my cook kit in the governor's hunt? I never told you that, did I? When I opened up my cook kit to fix coffee, here's a great big cow turd.
Well, I'll tell you how it started. It
I'm
was
thinking
the turkey shit first.
Well,
We were up at Joel Clommer's birthday party, and out there on Plum Creek on Joel's, and going down to the creek, I noticed in the road up there, there's this great big pile of turkey crap, you know. It was just really, I never seen such a big pile of turkey crap. It was
Looks like a
huge.
cow did.
But anyway, I saw Turpin down there, and he said, "Look," he said, "come on, I gotta show you something." See, I knew when he took me up that road, what he was gonna show me. I knew exactly he was gonna take me to that pile of turkey crap. And he did, see? And I said, I never knew he's such a connoisseur of turkey shit. But anyway, when they went back down and they was having the birthday cake, I slipped out. Now, he had this box in the back of his pickup, see? Where he had his dishes and toolkits and stuff.
And the dishes and skillets, everything you cook with.
You know, he had it on TV one time, how he got that box. I thought he found it mine on
I
the
did.
road, the ditch in the road someplace. It should have belonged to me, but
I still got it.
anyway, I got the plate, and I got that little pile, and I put it in one of those plates and put it in his deal. He never discovered it till he had the governor out at Lake McConaughey and was gonna open up his, to have some coffee or donuts or something. And then he knew who did it.
Oh, hell, yeah, that was no question there.
Well, then I got him again. His boy drives his pickup down with his girlfriend down to my cabin one time, see? And a real fresh pile of cow poop right out in the middle of the road, see? And he had Dick's pickup, so when I saw that, I got that box, and I put another plate out and put it in. Now, he couldn't figure out how it got there because he knew he hadn't been, but he forgot Travis had driven his pickup down there, see?
I got that governor's deal every once in a while in game parks. They'd give me something to do, and it was a fishing deal. Supposed to the governor was going to be there. I can't remember. Might have been Kerry. I don't remember. But anyway, the bodyguards of the highway patrol and all the camera guys and the news press guy and they're all there, you know. Well, I come wheeling in with that Wanigan, that little cook deal I got, you know, that he's put the turkey crap in. And I'm thinking, well, you know, we're just standing around waiting for the governor. I said, any of you guys want a coffee? Because I had water in there and I had a stove and I had a coffee pot. I said, hell, I can make some coffee. Well, God, yeah, they said, we'd make some coffee. So I opened that goddamn kit up, and right there, right on the plate, right in front, was this great big gob of turkey crap. Well, then it was hard to get anybody to drink coffee out of the cups in my Flanagan. Nobody wanted to touch anything that I had in there. And then I knew right away, you know, who did it. God dang it. Put that turkey in there. Boy, and it was huge.
It was a huge one.
Yeah, it was, you know. I've been accumulating a little bit stuff from
Well,
here.
I was wondering about it.
I put it in some of that crap I've been putting it in this sack here. I think it's time to give it to him. You see, we got it in here. There's the dipshit.
Dipshit for vegetables.
Well, you can take that down to your cabin. You
Okay,
see,
yeah,
you know.
I'm gonna.
And here's the bullshit. Here's the hot shit.
It says hot shit, yeah.
And here's the bullshit. You can season all your stuff down to your cabin with that now. So you got your cabin.
The dipshit looks like ground up alfalfa. Thank you all for coming up. Anybody got any questions quick, or anything you wanna?
No, I've got to do one final little deal. I told you, I wrote in the little article that Dan wanted me to write for the Bowhunter, and I told you I had a bunch of books I was coming, Cynthia Gray's book on hunting and fishing is a God-given responsibility, not just a duty, but a responsibility. And I've got these books, I bought them, I want to give them away, I want you to have them. And there's two reasons I want you to have them. Because it's got a lot of scripture in here and reasons for hunting and why it's our responsibility to look after and thin these animals. But also, I'm thinking about all my years when my Bible sat in my house just on a end table and was like an ornament and never got opened or read. But I finally discovered it, and I found out with some Bible study and some groups that I get with, and that book has got a world of information. Ronald Reagan said that Bible contains all the answers that we have to have if we'd only read it. And that's so true. Now this book gives you all the reasons why we should hunt and fish and utilize these animals. And I got a whole box of them here. I want you to take them if you will read them. And I want you to pass them on to kids and get the word around, because Humane Society is as busy today as it's ever been. I get stuff in the mail from them all the time wanting contributions. I get from PETA, I get from different fur-bearing groups and all, you know, that are trying to give you a wrong impression and a wrong picture. And you have to have the answers, because it ain't going to go away. There's always those people that think these animals are more, you know, we got all these problems. We got too many horses. We got too many wild horses. They won't kill them. They get old horses. They won't let them be slaughtered. Here in Nebraska, we had to close up plants that employed people that were harvesting, and people in France were using horse meat and eating it. It's good meat, you know. And they were feeding it to zoo animals like lions and whatever and bears. And now they haul those horses down to Mexico to kill them, and it's the most inhumane situation in the way they have to haul them and treat them when it could be the other way around. And all because we let 6 or 8 different groups of horse lover people that don't understand nature and natural ways, and we don't speak up. It's up to us to defend those animals humanely and see that it's properly done. And I want to make that message tonight, that's why. So help yourself, take this book home with you. I got 60 copies of them I bought from Cynthia, and I want to get them passed out. God bless. Thank you for coming.